How long will it take you to complete the 260 narratives for a SAQA eligible merchant? Let's see how quickly I can do it in the rock management system. So in the rock management system, we use predefined assessment response narratives, and these are predefined by the QSA company. So for all your in-place responses, you have predefined responses based on the defined approach testing procedures. For all your not applicables, same thing applies. So merchant, the service provider only requirements are never going to apply. So you can predefine these in advance. And for your SAQ eligibility, you can put in your responses for those non-SAQA requirements. You can predefine your responses. If you were doing a combined SAQA and P2PE, for example, you would put two narratives in, one for the SAQA and one for the SAQ P2PE, where there's a not applicable for both of those two things. So let's go and do this. First thing I do is I have to activate an assessment. So I add an assessment. I use my list of assessments. I put in the month and year. Choose the entity type. So I'm going to choose a merchant. I'm going to assign myself as and I'm going to activate a rock credit. Now I'm ready to start defining the scope. So I'm going to choose an SAQA and I'm going to leave these unticked. By leaving these unticked, it means that these are going to have the not applicables narratives applied automatically for these relevant fields. So no media management, all the 9.4s are done for me. So I'll save that, and now I'll finalize the assessment. And I'm going to choose my narrative profile. So you can have one profile for each of your QSAs, or as many profiles as you want. Choose your profile, final, just let that run. There you go, I've got my green light, and this is what it's done now in part 2. So everything that's not an SAQA requirement has the not applicable status done to them. And if I scroll down to the first applicable, 2.2.2, it's marked as in place with my narrative. However, in line with the PCI Council's rules, it's only marked as in progress, so it's an amber status. To make that green, I have to go in to the supporting evidence and put the supporting evidence in for that in place. And once I've done that, I can then go in and mark it as ready for QA. So if I show you what happens there, we can jump straight into part 2. So you can see I've got no evidence, but my narrative is done. It's marked as in place. Once I've put my evidence and hyperlinked it from my section 6 referencing, I'll then be able to mark that as ready for QA. The QA can then go in to their interface and they can go through and see everything that's marked as green and assess them off. Currently, nothing's marked as green. They could filter by ready for QA and just go through those. There's nothing there, so they can see the progress, but they can't change anything. They can only change it when it's been marked green. And this only applies to the defined approach. If it was a customized approach, you can't use the defined approach testing procedures. Thank you.